All right, ladies, let's talk about how to make a man fall in love with you. How do you make a man fall in love with you? First things first, you have to love yourself. You have to love yourself so much that you come off as a little high maintenance. You come off as, a little, not crazy, not narcissistic and crazy, but a little conceited. Being a little conceited is good. Putting yourself first. You need to do all of these things before you can even ever think about having someone else fall in love with you. You see, it's not as a woman, having a man fall in love with you isn't an active pursuit. It's towards another person. It's an active pursuit towards yourself. It's a job of inner work. It's a job of self-respect. It's a job of self-love. Honestly, if you love yourself so much that you command respect from any man that interacts with you, trust me, that is the first little level you can get to, the most necessary level to have anyone even fathom falling in love with you. Okay, that's number one. You gotta love yourself, self-respect, put yourself first, take care of yourself, make sure you look good, make sure you look nice, make sure you're looking out for self first. Okay? You invest in self. Number two is, make them work. Make them work, girl. Make them work for you. If a man is showing interest, you make him work. You make him put in the effort. You make him put in the time. You make him put in the resources. You make him invest in you. You make him provide for you. Now, when I say make, I don't mean like forcing him to do any of these things, because you can't force anyone to do anything. But before you, extend your time, affection, feelings, before you extend any of that, before you give any of yourself to a man, you have to make sure he's investing in you and he's working for you. I mean, men, it may seem that they love like easy access, easy intimacy, but honestly, they fall in love with women who make them put in effort. Because at the end of the day, men feel good when they feel like they have conquered something, when they feel like they've had to go through all these obstacles to get something. If something comes easy, they don't want it. Like they don't appreciate it. But if something comes after hard work and persistence and a lot of time, a lot of resources, a lot of money, then they feel as though it's theirs, like they feel like, no, I have to continue pursuing this because I've invested so much already. So if you make a man invest before you give yourself, and I mean, I'm not talking about your body, I'm talking about your time, I'm talking about your attention, your time, your attention, not even your body. Like that should not even occur to you to give your body to a man who hasn't invested a lot in you. Okay? Alright, so make them work for it. And honestly, the third step is the step that a lot of women kind of don't really think about. This step is making sure the man is the right target. So if it's a man who has a whole bunch of options and he can get someone prettier than you, or if you know that he has a lot of women all over him, then he might not be worth wasting your time on. Like honestly, like he's not gonna fall in love with you. Like why would he when he has a bunch of other women throwing themselves at him? The person has to be the right guy, has to be the right target, has to be the type of guy that would do anything for you. It has to be the type of guy who would climb a mountain for you, who would jump through all these hoops and obstacles, and they have to be crazy over you. They have to be like Google Gaga, like you got to be their type. Like you have to be the man's type. Just making sure that's the, like it's this whole love thing. I feel like nowadays, like a lot of women really put way too much effort, and we're forgetting that feminine energy is a passive energy. It is not an active pursuant energy. It is not, this hell-bent, strong type of energy that will take out anything and do anything to get what it wants. No, it's a type of energy that is pursued, that is passive, that receives, right? So you are supposed to be receiving all of these efforts. You're not supposed to be extending all of these efforts. And this is something I've had to learn. When I was younger, teenager, I thought that I was supposed to be, this is 50-50. I'm supposed to be putting effort in. Like, no, like that's not true. Don't do it. Because when you do that, and when you take on the masculine role as a feminine entity, you play yourself. You play yourself because you shortchange yourself, and you don't get as much as the next feminine passive receiving lady would get. So don't play yourself. And follow these 3 steps. Put yourself first. Take care of yourself. 1. Love yourself. 1. Number 2, make him work. And number 3, make sure he's the right target.